socialist alternative has condemned the brutalization and arrest of peaceful #North is Bleeding protesters in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, on Wednesday. The protesters had gathered using #North is Bleeding as a hashtag to draw attention to the incessant killings, kidnappings, and other signs of insecurity in northern Nigeria and in the country in general. The protesters displayed banners and placards with various inscriptions such as "Buhari doesn't care about you" and "Stop kidnapping and killings in Nigeria." A statement by the group on Wednesday, signed by its spokesperson Dimeji Macaulay, described protests as important at this trying time in the country to call the attention of the Muhammadu Buhari government to the worsening security challenges. It therefore called for the release of protesters arrested by the police. The statement said, "These protests are important at this material time to call the attention of the Buhari regime to the security crisis ravaging the north and the entire country. It is shameful that the police can forcefully disperse unarmed, peaceful protesters that are worried about the level of insecurities in the country, but cannot guarantee the lives and properties of Nigerians." According to a report by Premium Times on December 12th, at least 63 people were killed in various attacks by non-state actors across Nigeria last week, December 5th to 11th. A review of the figure shows an over 200% increase when compared to the previous week when 25 people were reportedly killed. The killings continue unabated in many parts of the north, west, and northeast. We call for the immediate and unconditional release of Henry Nwobodo, Moses Abraham, and 2 others. The only crime they committed is standing up against the wanton destruction of properties and ongoing killing by the bandits and other non-state actors. For us in the socialist alternative, there is a need for a national discourse on how the security in Nigeria has deteriorated to this level and what Nigerians can do to defend themselves in this period. We call for community self-defense committee by the people to confront this menace of killings. Sahara reporters earlier reported that the police tortured and dehumanized the #North is Bleeding protesters arrested in Abuja. The newspaper had also reported how the police arrested 2 protesters and 2 journalists with Root TV. However, the journalists were later freed by the police. And from this whole thing, these reactions of Nigerians, especially from the southern part of the country, they are even hailing the so-called policemen that they are doing a good job, that they should continue to do the arrest. And people will begin to wonder what is happening. Of course, those who are saying that your guess is as good as mine, because we all are witnesses to what has happened, what is happening in this country when it comes to south and north. I could remember vividly when I heard this thing officially, that there is north, there is south. I heard it from El-Rufai, and I said, oh yeah, the country is already divided into north and south, and that is what is playing out. Whatever that happens in the south is the problem of the south. Whatever that happens in the north is the problem of the north. Because what the south, this northern now started this whole thing, and we've been talking about this. They are not even, the southerners are not even part of what is happening, because it has happened to the north, to southerners, and we saw the reactions of the northerners just because Buhari is there. And I'm beginning to wonder, does it mean now that they are trying to remove Buhari as a democratically elected president, or what? Because that was exactly what the southerners were doing, and the northerners came out and said, no, it is not possible, it is not this and that there is no reason to justify the protest that has been going on. They are not looking at the real reason why people are protesting. They said, forget it, irrespective of what you think. What they believe is that you just want to remove Buhari because Buhari is a Fulani person, because Buhari is a northerner, because you don't like Buhari, because some of you did not win election. Oh, some of you are still pained because a PDP was out of the game and all of that. Those were the things that they were saying. Nobody wanted to listen. Majority of them, the ones that maybe might want to have a sympathy or be sensitive, will even keep quiet. But the ones that are not really relevant, or they are not even reasonable. They are insensitive to what is happening because they are so engrossed with this ethnicity and religiosity. They will just begin to say any nonsense. The same thing with the issue of S-men. They don't even care. People are saying, you are telling people not to tell these people to leave. But see with the atrocities they are committing. Government is not doing anything about that. And all you want is that they should just stay there. Irrespective of what they do, they should just continue doing it. But don't tell them to leave. So that is the reason why you are hearing the message from the Southerners that the police are doing well, because that is exactly what they always say. They will tell you, oh, those who are protesting, they are hoodlums, they are this and that, they want to disturb the peace of this country. And that is what the Southerners are doing too. There's a video we talked about saying, what is it called? Saying about yes, they will talk about, oh, the North has not benefited enough, that the North must carry out, continue with the presidency, that the Southerners they don't have the right to say, oh, the presidency must come to the South. It has to be, all manner of rubbish here and there. And do you know the worst part of it? All these people that always come as the so-called different groups in the North, Arewa this, Arewa that, North this, North that, coalition this, coalition that, they are keeping quiet. They are not saying anything. But let it be that there is a protest in the South, they will all come out. Now, are they going to tell us that these people who are protesting, North is bleeding, they are protesting just because they want to remove Buhari, or because they did not win the election, or because their person is not the one in charge? You see, how they are doing themselves. And the worst part of it is that they are not even ashamed. They are calling the Southerners left, right, and center. Please join us. Please join us. We want you to join us. And they say, no, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. Well, the North is doing well. Nalayo, our gallant people are doing their work to keep Nigeria as one. The truth is that President Buhari has done his best. That is all he can do. If you are expecting anything good from him, nothing is going to happen. It is as if you are joking or kicking a dead horse. Okay, this is a Obasanjo saying, he can't do more than what he has done. Protest in Nigeria is an act of terrorism. Remember NSAS. Remember IPOB. A democratic country which protests is an act of terrorism. Shame. If they try that kind of nonsense protest against Buhari, they will face the law. This is propaganda to bring back name to Buhari regime, to bring shame to Buhari regime. The insecurity or the security officer are doing nice job and deserve encouragement. We don't need anyone to disturb this government, or else Buhari will speak in the language they will understand. Like I said, these are just rhetorics that were sung for, from the North the other time when protests usually erupts from the South. These are the things that he said. So it's a kind of payback. So guys, let us hear what you think on this.